Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here with you again. Today I'm going to show you how to play Electric Funeral by Black Sabbath, a song all about rainbows and puppy dogs. It's actually about nuclear annihilation from 1970's Paranoid. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial. This song is dead simple to play pretty much. A lot of single notes, we get into some power chords and whatnot as the song progresses, but the main riff and the verse riff is just all single notes. That's the main riff. He's using a wah pedal with this one. My wah pedal is acting up every time I turn it on. I'm picking up radio stations through my amplifier, so I just have a little bit of chorus on to kind of get the same effect. If you have a wah pedal, kick it on for this main riff, and if you're using software, auto wah will work as well. But I'm using a little bit of warbly chorus here to get kind of the same effect. Dead simple to play. Like I said, we're starting with 2 open E strings. And then you're going to go 2, 3, 2 of the A string, and when you go back to the 2 of the A, you're going to give it a little bit of vibrato. A little bit of a waggle, right? Second half of the riff is that right there. Open E just once this time, and then 2, 3, 2 of the low E. So it's all going on the open strings and the 2s and 3s of the E string and the A string. And every time you go back to the 2, you're giving it a little bit of a waggle, right? That's the main riff. You repeat it 4 times at the beginning of this track, and then we drop into the verse riff, which is just as easy to play, and it goes like this. It's played a little bit quieter. That right there, which you're going to repeat 8 times. So we're starting with an open E string that we're just going to let ring. And then you're going to drop onto the 2 of the A string and go 2, 1, open. And then coming off that open A, you're going to drop onto the 3rd fret of the low E, a little bit of a waggle, and then repeat. However, every other time going forward, when we repeat it, we're going to start it with 4 chugs of the open E string. Palm muted, right? Just the first time do you let it ring. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Right? Every time. Except the first time. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Right? You repeat that, like I said, 8 times for the verse, then we drop back into the main riff again for 4 repeats. Much more aggressive. Right, 4 times, drop into the next verse, same as the first verse. Right, 8 times, drop back into the main riff again for 4 more repeats. Right, the 4th and final time. Go off to like an E power chord, and you're going to let that ring for about 4 bars, right? And then we're into, I guess, what we can call the bridge. This right here, which you're going to be repeating this little chord progression 4 times, just like little inverted power chords. 7 of the A string, 6 of the D, and the open E, right? And we're just going to back this up 1 spot and then back it up 1 more, kind of like that. And you're going to repeat that 4 times. However, the timing is a little bit different here. The first time you get back to the 5-4, you're going to let that ring for 2 full bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to repeat it, but the second time you get back to the 5-4, you're only going to let it ring for 1.5 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, and then repeat. And then the third time, you're only going to let it ring for 1 bar. And then the next time, you're only going to let it ring for 1 bar. So it's the first time you get back to that 5/4, it's 2 bars, you're letting that ring. The next time, it's 1.5 bars. And then the next 2 times, it's just 1 bar. Kind of like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then we drop into this riff, which has nothing to do with anything else in the song, very typical of Black Sabbath, and it goes like this. So we're going to repeat that 4 times. E power chord here at the 12th fret position, 3-finger E power chord. Just going to back it up to D and right back into E again. Kind of like that, right? Then we're going to drop into this little bar here on the 12th fret of the top 4 strings. With that kind of rhythm, right? Starting with 3 or 4 upstrokes. And then a little down, up, down. Right, and you're going to repeat that 4 times. Right, and then we drop into this. You're basically repeating the same little melody line twice, right? Starting on the 14 of the D string. This is all going on the 12s and 14s of the 2 middle strings. Right, and then you're going to repeat that. Finishing on the 14 of the D. And then we're back into this again. Right, for 4 repeats, drop back into that melody line again. Right, played the exact same way. And then we drop into what I guess we can call the chorus, or he says electric funeral, which is over these unison bends. Right here on the 12 of the high E, 15 of the B, 4 times. Kind of like that, right? You're going to slide out of it the 4th time, off to the 5th fret of the B string, off to open B, kind of like this. Right? Repeated 4 times. Right? And then we drop into a unison bend here on the G and B string, 3rd fret of the B, 5th fret of the G. And we're going to do that. We're going to hit this unison bend 3 times. Right there, right? And then we're going to move it up 2 spots and then slide it up the neck. Kind of like that, right? And repeat that twice. Right? And then the final time, you just move it up 2 spots and then just let it ring for about 2 bars, right? And then right back into the main riff again. 4 times. Into the final verse. 8 more times, right? After the final verse, we drop back into the main riff again 4 times. Right? And then we drop back into the verse riff again without vocals until fade out. Right, and then it just fades out after you repeat that like 8 to 10 times. And there you go. That is how you play Electric Funeral by Black Sabbath. I just posted a cover of Shania Twain's Man, I Feel Like a Woman, and I'm following it up with Electric Funeral by Black Sabbath. But, you know, like to keep you on your toes. Certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.